Today is Monday, 24 January 2022. You're welcome to News Update on Live Today Ghana News TV. We're live on satellite via Twitch for our viewers in Eastern European countries and also on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Today Ghana News TV. We're also live on anchor.fm/podcast at Today Ghana News TV. Now, the headlines. We'll speak live to an MP on the withdrawal of Babin's military attachment. Ashlon, the Zionist, launches her maiden book. NDC holds town hall meeting in Kumasi. We have these and other stories coming your way. My name is Frances Jatnahe. Now the news. The minority group in Parliament has called on the executive of government to stop what they called politically motivated persecution of some of its members.
The Member of Parliament of Asawasi constituency in the Ashanti region, Honorable Mubarak Mutuka, has sent a strong signal to the President, saying the persecution and victimization of some members of Parliament in the NDC side will not deter them from holding the government accountable. Speaking to journalists at the forecourt of the Parliament House in Accra, he said the withdrawal of military detachment from the Speaker of the House, the perceived persecution of some MPs in the NDC side is the largest tactics adopted by the executive to put fears in the opposition, but that has rather strengthened and united them. The Asawasi MP, who also doubles as the minority chief whip, has this to say.
The game is to intimidate, to frustrate, and to think that they can weaken our spirit. No, they can't. In fact, they are rather strengthening and gluing us together. Because you will draw speakers, you are bringing our people into court. You are charging Dominic Enyini because of Zuarungu market. That's through this assembly. You are bringing Kwesi, criminalizing him when he wrote a letter to electoral commission before he filed. You are charging Akutia MP. You know, you can just see the frustration. And so shameful that they forget that there's a democracy. And unfortunately, this is being led by so-called learning.
So as far as you are
concerned, this is no, but believe me, they are rather strengthening us because now they are making us even glued together. Now we know that every one of us is in danger. So it's better we glue together. And I can tell them, they can choose to withdraw all the security that follow all the 137 of us. They can choose to even take all our salary because they think they are in the executive. But believe me, it is rather going to strengthen us. But they remember, nothing lasts forever.
But in terms of your numbers in Parliament, I mean, this could potentially be court days.
How? I mean, I can bet you that he will always be in Parliament first before he comes to the court. That one we can show you that. He will always be in Parliament before because he's still the representative of his people. He's not going to neglect that responsibility to be in court. He will always be in Parliament before he comes to court. So it is for the court to decide what time they will sit so that he'll be able to participate, play his role as representative of the people. I don't think any of them.
From the Parliament House in Accra, I am Frances Jaahe, reporting for Today Ghana News TV.
Opposition National Democratic Congress (NDC) members in Parliament held a church meeting to discuss issues relating to the withdrawal of the soldiers who were attached to the office of the Speaker of Parliament, retired Honorable Alban Sumane Kingsford Bagben. To speak to us on the position of The NDC MP is Honorable Alexandra Gabi, Member of the Parliament of Central Togo in the Volta region. Thank you for joining us, Honorable, on News Updates Live on Today Ghana News TV. Hello. Can you hear me, please, Honorable?
Mari.
Hello.
Mari.
I can hear you, please. Sorry, I think there's a little bit of problem there in the connection. So we will take a break. So whilst the Honorable gets himself ready to join us. Thank you. Okay, sorry for that. So we have to take our next, whilst the Honorable join us later on. So the Chief Executive Officer, Engineers and Planner, Mr. Ibrahim Mahama, has sent 5,000 bags of rice, 5,000 tins of mackerel, and 1,000 gallons of oil to the mining town of Busungo, Bogoso, to help with the elevating suffering of the recent car explosion that killed over 35 people in a freight company's explosive accidentally collided with a motorbike in Ghana's Busungo on Thursday. The devastating explosion claims 35 lives and injured 59, many of them hospitalized. Dozens of buildings were also reduced to rubble, while police and armed rescue teams reportedly averted a second potential explosion. UK-based Ghanaian author Ashlom, the Zionist, has launched her maiden book, in Accra. I was there and came up with the following report.
A Ghanaian social media influencer and preacher of the gospel, Mrs. Ashlom, the Zionist, has launched her first book entitled Transformed to Shine at a simple but colorful event in Accra. The launching was attended by friends of the UK-based author, ministers of God, musicians, and other high-profile dignitaries. The book, which chronicles her past waywardness life, received a lot of commendation from readers and reviewers.
Gospel, that for me is what it is. It's transformation. That's everything that Jesus came to do. I often say that we have overcomplicated the very simple message of Jesus. It was a very simple message. Now we overcomplicated it. It's simple, that if you come to me just as you are and give me your all, I can transform your life. And before us today is a living testimony of that power of Jesus. I want us to rise to our feet and pray over this book. I want you to take it serious. When I walked in here, the man of God was doing something, and I said, God, I only came for a book launch. I hope it ends as a book launch. Please, God, I don't stir up nothing. I hope it ends as a book launch, because what he was saying when I walked in was something that really resonated in my spirit. Maybe I should say that before we get to the extra spiritual stuff. So she and I had a bit of something. So when I had a bit of over a couple of years ago, I had some issues maritally, and I got separated. So she was one of the few people I reached. I said, man, what has happened to others has happened to me. Oh, this regular plague of men of God has come again. And she encouraged me, and we, and then how I won't make that mistake again. I'm saying it again. I won't make that mistake again. When you get too close to a sister.
After prayers were offered to the author and the book was outdoor, the first copy was auctioned at a price of $10,000 US. Reporting for Today Ghana News TV, this is Frances Ja'ain, Accra.
Let a new season be open in your life. Let a new
Opposition National Democratic Congress, NDC, members in parliament held a church meeting to discuss the issue relating to the withdrawal of the soldiers who were attacked to the office of the Speaker of Parliament, retired Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin. To speak to us on the position of the NDC, MP is Honorable Alexandra Gabi, member of the Parliament for Central Togo in Volta region. Thank you, Honorable, for joining us on News.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. And
Frances, I'm happy to meet you.
Yeah, same here, sir. I'm honored.
Yeah.
Okay, Honorable. I would like to go on with my questions. If you're ready, please.
The audio is not strong.
Oh, but we can hear you, sir.
You can hear me loud.
Yes, sir, we can see you, but we can hear you. Yes, sir. So.
But I cannot hear you loud.
You cannot hear me loud.
Loud.
But can you hear me now, please?
I can hear you a bit.
Okay, I'm just going to raise my voice a bit so maybe you can get the questions.
I can hear now.
You can hear me. All right, then. Thank you and welcome once again.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So the withdrawal of the military detachment assigned to the Speaker came to you as a surprise, or was it expected?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Honorable Alexander Gabi Hotoja. I am the MP for Central Tong in the Volta region. And this is my second term in Parliament. I have grown to know that in Parliament, the security of the Speaker is beefed with a number of military men. And I witnessed that, and Right Honorable Professor Mike Iron Okui. And when Honorable Bagbin, Right Honorable Bagbin assumed the seat, I was not surprised when that arrangement was duly made. All of a sudden, about 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks ago, this military detachment was called back to the Abbey headquarters. And this was triggered by a letter from the Chief of Staff of the Ghana Army, of the Ghana Armed Forces. And one could not understand the reasoning behind some of these things. A lot of noises were made, and they were trying to defend the indefensible. The Chief of Staff of the Ghana Armed Forces came out to say that the proper procedures for the detailing of those security men to the Speaker's office were not closely followed. And this was debunked by the clerk to Parliament, who came out with a copy of the letter that they wrote requesting for such an arrangement for the Speaker, and which was duly accepted by the Chief of Staff. So because of this back and forth situation about this abrupt withdrawal, we on the other side, we are being made to strongly believe that this particular withdrawal might have had some kind of political undertone. That is the position we have maintained now. And this, we are strongly attributing it to maybe our resistance to the passing of the Electronic Transactions Bill into law. So that is it.
Okay. So, if what is the minority like? How are they reacting to such news?
Yeah, a press conference was held requesting the chief of staff to write a letter to withdraw that letter and to bring back the security details. But that has still not been heeded to. And the most surprising aspect of the whole thing is that government is supposed to give protection to the speaker. And if government sees that an agency or an organization under government is taking a step that will compromise the security of the speaker, one would expect a neutral government, a government that does not have hand in that arrangement, to react. But as I speak, we haven't heard anything even from the government.
So,
Just
do you think?
imagine,
Yeah.
just imagine if the security details of Right Honorable Michael K, the former speaker, right? Just imagine if he were in the seat today and his security details have been called back to the headquarters. What actually would have happened? Just imagine.
I can't imagine. But do you think the military high commander acted in bad faith?
Yeah, we are of the view that there is a political, there is some there is some invisible power which is operating from a point which we cannot easily establish. Because if the letter written by the chief of staff withdrawing these security details, this letter was received and the clerk to parliament brought out the letter that was written to the chief of staff. A copy of that letter was brought out for Ghanaians to see. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And still, the chief of staff does not see the wisdom in maybe retracting what he was saying or maybe trying to do the needful. Then I am afraid, I think the position that we have taken is very, very clear and is tangible that to a large extent there is some underhand dealing in this matter.
Okay, so Honorable, if you were to make an appeal, who would you like? Who would you direct it to? Yeah, like the appeal.
There is no one we can appeal to today. Government is supposed to, because if you look at Article 95, Clause 7 of the 1992 Constitution, it is clearly stated that government or no one can change the salary, allowances, and conditions of service of the speaker. And if you go to Article 127, Clause 5 of the same 1992 Constitution, same provisions were made for the judiciary.
Okay.
So if that is the case, and if it is the 1992 Constitution that this particular country is using to administer the country, then I don't see the reason why these developments are happening. And government has decided to close his eyes and ears over this matter.
Okay, so Honorable, your last words before you leave us.
Seth told me that we were going to have a conversation around things happening in my constituency in addition to this particular one. I don't know whether that agreement is still in place.
Oh yeah, yes, sir.
Francis, it's still in place, eh?
Yes,
So,
sir. It's in place. We just want to do this, then later we'll continue with that.
What?
This is like your last words on this matter.
On this, yeah.
Yeah.
I am challenging government in this case as a member of parliament that if this misbehavior, I'll put it a misbehavior on the part of the chief of staff of Ghana Armed Forces. I say misbehavior because the allegation that he made was flouted by the letter emanating from the office of the clerk to parliament. So if government is not questioning this misbehavior on the part of the chief of staff of the Ghana Armed Forces, then we will be compelled to strongly believe that government is behind what is happening to jeopardize the security of the speaker.
Oh, okay, sir. All right. Okay, so we want to ask you about your constituency. If you have anything you want to add.
Yeah. My constituency, you know, we've done a lot, but as we speak now, we are still doing a few. In the area of education, we were there when the district director of education in Central Tong has gone on retirement.
Okay.
And compulsory retirement, and a new one was posted into the district. Little did we know that the bungalow in which the former director was living was more or less a hen coop. The roof is nothing to write home about. When you enter the kitchen, the hall, the floor, and everything was too bad. And unfortunately, on the part of the new director, she is a female and she could not go to manage that place. So what I have immediately done, there was that conversation between myself and the district chief executive and the director that we should jointly come on board to do some renovation work on the building. But it appeared the assembly was not forthcoming, so I decided to champion that alone. So as I speak, contractors are doing renovation. They have almost finished, and we have fixed then all the things that have gone bad. We've changed the roof, we've changed the fascia boards and everything. We've removed all the glass louvers and changed them with those beautiful rubber louvers, and all the rooms have been tiled now, and the kitchen cabinet is being installed. The sink there is also a new one is being replaced. So there is total renovation, and I have just requested the contractor to provide a set of beautiful furniture for the place. And I have also asked that it's a 3-bedroom house. I have also asked that the 3 bedrooms should have beds and mattresses. So I'm very sure that in a matter of 2 weeks' time, my office is going to hand over a renovated bungalow, which will cost my office about around 150,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
Not only that, as I speak now, there was something I have realized that in the district hospital at Ajidume, anytime I thought children are sick and are brought to the hospital and they happen to be hospitalized, the mothers do not have a place to lay their heads. The beds in the children's ward are meant only for the sick children.
That's
so the
so
mothers are the mothers are compelled to sit by the bed on chair
wow
the whole night. And with this COVID, it is even not advisable to sleep on the bare floor. The COVID and the pneumonia and other things. So I've seen that which has been there over the years will not help us. So I have started putting up a mother care center for the people with a sleeping place. There are rooms there to sleep. There will provide a place for cooking, and we've provided a place for lavatory. And that one too is ongoing. And we have just cut a sod for a 3-bedroom bungalow for a newly posted doctor to the Massive Polyclinic. And that one too is going to start very soon. So in the area of health, that is what I am doing. And in addition to the education one, we are contemplating giving a facelift to the education office. It's been painted for a very long time, and the place looks very bad and it's very shabby. So I am contemplating asking the contractor to give a facelift to that place too, in the form of painting and change of the facial boards that are nothing to write home about, as you can see today.
Okay, sir. So right now,
and then in the area of education again.
Okay.
In the Frances.
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
In the area of education again, I have just I have collaborated with an NGO in the Volta region called Pencils of Promise. They have been providing decent classroom blocks for schools in collaboration with MPs. And I have also brought them to my place. As I speak, they are going to start the 5th project, classroom block in the row. They are building a KG block for me at Bakpa Amupo in the Central Tong district. And the MP is to support to honor the community's part of the job, part of the project. And that is fetching shippings for the project. That is very costly, providing that for them. But as we speak, I have just provided them the last one. The last trip has just been sent today, meaning that project will soon begin. They have started molding the blocks, and I can assure you that in some 4 months' time, we'll have a decent classroom block for the children of Amupo to have their KG studies in.
Okay. Thank you so much for all this, sir. May God bless you for all your hard work. Yeah. But is there any urgency, like you need anything urgency in the constituency? Like what's some of the urgent help? You need any urgent help while doing all this work?
Yeah, I'll be extremely glad if I can get assistance from somewhere, because the problem of my people are numerous, and I cannot do it all alone. The district assembly is seriously cash-strapped. They are not able to raise internally generated funds to support some of these projects. And it appears like I am the elected personality of the place. So the people feel that there is a social contract between myself and them. So they like putting their problems before my feet. So if I could get any assistance from elsewhere, that would be extremely welcome. But I'm doing my bit from the small money that I take at the MP's Common Fund.
Okay. I wish we could continue this, but your camera is off. We can hardly see you. So I just want us to draw the curtain here and say thank you so much for your time out of your busy schedule to join us today. Thank you so much. We will do this some other time.
I'm grateful, Frances. I thank you so much. Today is my first time of meeting you. Frances Ja Ahi.
Yes,
I'm happy to have you.
I
think this will not end the relationship. Anytime I tell you come to Ghana, you look for me. I would like to see your face. Thank you so much. And be in the position to thank Seto for me. Seto
Okay.
is a friend that I happen to know online, like I'm knowing you now. But he
Okay,
has
sir.
been so wonderful in my life, and I'll be happy to have all of you anytime at all you come to Ghana on holidays.
Yes, sir. That will definitely happen.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for coming on the show. Okay, so we're going to take the Opposition National Democratic Congress, the NDC, this afternoon held a town hall meeting at the Ashanti Regional Capital, Kumasi. At the meeting, a former Deputy Minister of Energy, Honorable Abu Jinapor, said, "The hardship and the suffering in the country is just the tip of the iceberg, and the economy will collapse soon."
A tip of the iceberg. Go and look at our total revenue, or more importantly, our tax revenue. Then you will get to know that this country is indeed on the path to a total shutdown and a total collapse. It's very serious. And anybody who is sincere and looks at our figures will tell you that this economy is just on life support. And sooner than later, if nothing is done to correct all these measures, the Ghanaian economy would face imminent and total collapse.
Okay, that will be all for it tonight. But before I go, I would like to read some of your Facebook messages. Okay, we have Ashlom Design. Oh, yeah, she's online. God bless you, the crew. Thanks. Thank you so much, madam. God bless you too. Okay, Patience is also saying, "Good evening. I'm watching you live from Hamburg, Germany." Thank you, Patience. Thank you. Good evening, Tete. All right, Kweku is saying, "Good one. I'm watching you live from Amsterdam, Holland. I love your voice." Thank you. Thank you so much, Kweku. Yeah, God bless you too, sweet mother. God bless you. Okay. Watching you as I just closed from work. Oh, thank you from a busy schedule. Thank you so much. Hi, I love your presentation. Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay, Mrs. Ashlom is also saying thanks and God bless the team. God bless you too. I'll see you live, Jalo, watching from Sierra Leone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Much love from Sierra Leone. Frances Big. Oh, Rebecca, thank you. Okay. We have what at all is happening in our parliament in Ghana? We need cool heads to prevail from Kweku. Well, definitely. I hope so too. Watching from Sierra Leone, keep pushing. Okay, thank you. Proud of you, Frances. Proud of you too. Okay, Medish is also watching. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate my Sierra Leone people. Thank you, SLPU. Yeah, definitely. IRL. Thank you, guys. Oh, my bestie. Go, girl. That is me. Mimi, of course. All right. Thank you so much. Don't mind me. I'm so excited. All of you send me a message. Thank you also for watching. My name is Frances Ja'ahen. You can log on to all our social media handles on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, all at Today Ghana News TV. Good night.
Bye.